Hey you guys, so for today's video I'm going to be using this beautiful palette from Wet n Wild. I think it's one of their limited edition palettes, so I'm not sure if you can still find it, but I'm going to be using this peachy color to apply all up in my crease, but you can definitely use like your bronzer or whatever as a dupe to just, you just need a transition color, that's all. A warm transition color. And then going back with this other Wet n Wild palette, I'm going to be using this beautiful teal brown color. It's a very, very popular color. I know MAC has one. I'm not 100% sure what the name is, but I know that's a beautiful, like, very fall color. I don't know, the teal and the brown just screamed fall to me, so I definitely wanted to do a look, an affordable look that incorporated this eyeshadow. So I'm just going and blending it out using more of a pointed more of a pointed blending brush, just so that I can get up in there in the crease. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit more of that peach color and just make sure I blend that out using a blending brush. And then going back in that same dirty ass palette, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to be using this dark brown color to definitely add some dimension to the outer corner of the eye. And I'm just going to be using a blending brush to just blend that all out. You guys already know this, blend, 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 because we don't want any harsh lines, so. And because there's been fallout, I'm just going to apply a little bit more of that teal brown color on the lid, and then I'm just going to also wipe underneath my eyes of any fallout that we had. And so for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, whatever it is. It's amazing and so inexpensive. Like, I definitely recommend this one or the NYC liquid eyeliner that everybody and their mama recommends, I swear. But these two will have to be hands down the best drugstore eyeliners that I've ever used, and I definitely love it because it doesn't get cracky or anything. And for the foundation, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation. I think this foundation definitely does the job of like coverage wise, but I'm gonna be honest, I had difficulty finding my perfect shade because this is in the color Rich Tan, and I feel like it makes me kind of look like a ghost. But I mean, I don't know, then the next one up was like too dark for me, so I just kind of stuck with this one. I mean, unless of course I buy the other one, but I don't got money like that, just kidding, but you know. And then I'm going to be using this Superstay concealer as well, and this is in the color light medium, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes and just blend it out. This concealer is okay, and the foundation's okay too. It's not my go-to like drugstore foundation, but I was testing it out when I did this tutorial, so far it's okay, but it's not, like I said, it's not my favorite. So but I do like how that concealer did definitely brighten up underneath my eyes. And so I'm going to be going with this powder from Maybelline Fit Me, and it's a little dark, so that's why I'm just putting it underneath my eyes because it looked a little too bright underneath my eyes, and I didn't want it to be too bright. So I'm just applying some of that wherever I get oily as well. And then going with this NYC bronzer, I'm just going to, bronze up the face and contour, what I always do. You guys know I always have the contour, so just contouring the hollows of my cheeks and on my temples. You know the drill. And then going with the stippling brush, I'm just gonna blend that all out because it's kind of looking pretty harsh up on my forehead. So definitely wanted to make sure that was all blended out. So just blending, blending, blending. And then going with this e.l.f. I believe it's in the color Candid Coral. It's the Studio e.l.f. brush. Very, very pigmented. I definitely recommend their blushes. They're really, really nice. And I'm just gonna stipple that and blend it all together. And then I'm gonna be going with this highlighter from Revolution. This is my first time trying it. Amazing, amazing. It's so affordable at Ulta. That's where you can usually find them. That's where I picked mine up. And it's so pigmented, and it's such a beautiful gold color. Like you think that'd be like a pearl color, but it's not. It's like a gold. So yeah, and then I'm going to be doing my eyebrows using this e.l.f. This is pretty boring, so let's just go on and skip that part. And then for my eyelashes, I'm going to obviously use waterproof first, and I'm using the telescopic from L'Oreal, and just putting a few coats of that on my lashes so that it holds the curl. And as I let that dry, I'm going to work on my lower lash line. So I'm going back with that teal / brown color and just lining my lower lash line with that. Just so that, you know, it kind of matches the top part of our eye. So just lining that. And then I'm just going to go back with a little pointed brush, and I'm going to pick up some of that peachy color and just kind of blend that all out so that there's no harsh lines in the lower lash line. And then going with this beautiful like peach champagne-y color, I'm just going to pop that in the inner tear duct so the eyes just kind of pop. And then I'm just going to go, this is the only part that wasn't drugstore, sorry guys, but I was using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, but you can definitely use any mascara that you want. I definitely recommend the CoverGirl, the one that's like in the orange tube. That's my favorite drugstore, not concealer, drugstore mascara. So any mascara would do. So that's it for the eyes. And so for the lips, I'm going to be using this Kate Rimmel, or Rimmel I think it is. Well, it's the brand Rimmel, but it's like by some girl Kate. And the number 08. It's a beautiful like nudie color, pinky nude color, and because it was like too pink to go with the eyes, I just applied this really like very nude color. It's more of a peachy nude, and it made like the perfect nude. This one's from Maybelline. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this look. If you have any comments, please leave it down below, and until next time, bye guys.